Shaycasters. CHELLE's here. Gary. Victor Debs is here. Melvin. Is that Melvin? I can't read this. Marilyn, excuse me. A-Writer's here. Hey everyone, how's everyone doing? Victor Debs, yo Victor Debs. You guys see what you're looking at? You're inside the X5. Watch out. You've been warned. We're live streaming from the inside of the X5. We haven't done this in a while. Victor, thank you for the gas money. So, yes, some small change of events today, which allowed me to, in a hurry, get the X5 ready for a live stream, and that's what we're doing today. That's the steering wheel. Here's the 5-speed manual over here. That's a diesel truck going up behind me. He'll probably just sit there and idle, so I'm going to close the door for a second. We're on the cell phone, folks. Let me turn this around. Wait. What's going on here? Why can't I? Okay. Yes. So I'm sitting in the office. Normally I'd be sitting here, and in front of me would be the fridge. I'll have plenty of room for my feet, my solar batteries up front, or it could be over here. I'm not quite sure what's going to go on with that. I'm in limbo right now because I've been working on the van for Desert Deb. Made some pretty good progress lately too, so going good with that. Hey, Adrenaline Jackie, how you doing? Adrenaline Jackie's making her rounds. She'll be here for a minute. Good to have you, AJ. Hey, AJ. I don't know if you're interested in doing any explorers anytime soon in Tacoma, but I have some explorers coming up that you might be interested in. There's some hiking involved, and there's some history and campsite area stuff. If you're interested, let me know. Send me an IM or something. I don't know, or an email or a letter. You can put a stamp on an envelope, put a letter together, get a pen and paper, do cursive or handwritten. I don't know. Smoke signals. I'm learning smoke signals. I just took the smoke signal 101 class. The testing went well. I failed. That's why I'm taking the class over again. Anyway. Oh, you wouldn't believe the stuff I can decipher, man. I've been looking at old miners' maps. You want to talk about illegibility, man. Those guys could barely spell. So you not only have to decipher kind of what it is, you have to decipher how they misspelled it. It's that kind of, I can figure it out, Desert Runner. I can get it done. Zeb! I look very comfortable. I'm sitting in the normal seating position in the back. This is the center seats, behind the driver, passenger. You're kind of sitting in between. You guys are sitting on this pedestal here, okay? That's where you're sitting, between the driver and passenger seat. Passenger seat's gone. That's why I can cross my legs. I'm fully extended out. I'm in lounge mode. I need a cigar. This would be a great cigar. I get smoked out quickly in here. With the windows down, though, it would be good. You want some of that smoke to stay in the room. Set that mood, the smell, the cigar, the conversation, the drinks you're having, whether it's water or some whatever libations you want, you know? Chill mode, exactly, Chelle. Julio! Is that Julio? Julio, I think I can read that. Oh, a cigar. A cigar indeed. Arturo Fuente. Anything from Arturo Fuente would be welcome in my room. Any day. Any day. I like the Queen Bee. Arturo Fuente, Queen Bee. Little torpedo dude. It's been a while since I've had a cigar. I think the last time I had one was when, let's see, almost 2 years ago. Time flies, huh? Time flies. But yeah, I'm inside the X5. I'm in a different spot altogether. You guys won't believe this, but I'm not even at the Holiday Inn. I know. I'm going way back in time. I'm going back to when I first started doing live streaming. Who remembers that? Hey, Beatles. Thanks, Chelle, for welcoming in everyone. And thank you, Zeb, for doing the same. I appreciate you both highly on this channel. You guys don't know the EFX5 history in your moderators? Hello? It's still in Pahrump. But I'm at the place where I first started doing my live streams. And I was doing what I'm doing now. I'm stealing internet from this facility here. They have free internet. So I'm not really stealing it if they offer it for free, right? I'm just simply utilizing it. I'll take you guys out here in a second and show you around. But I'm over at where the rodeo is, where the rodeo is, where the whole park, the city park, as well as the city swimming pools, the tennis courts, the rodeo area. They have all kinds of rodeo things out here. It's great. The van. Let's talk about the van for a second. It might be a sore subject for you guys, but I'm doing something really, really interesting with the van. There's a prerequisite from Desert Deb to, if she puts in a heater, and it's going to be a diesel heater, the fuel cannot live within the confines of the vehicle. She doesn't want to smell that fuel at all. So not only can it not live within the cabin, the container itself, it has to be outside, but you also have the heater itself wants to be inside the vehicle. I was going to originally put it inside of an ammunition case, military metal ammunition case, and I'm still planning on doing something like that, maybe for the X5, to be honest with you. You know, that ain't half a bad idea, because basically you go through a gallon every 10 hours. I'd only need a 1-gallon tank if I thought I was going to run into cold weather, you know. Anyway, things to think about. An ammo case would simply house the thing. I would have to figure out how to punch holes on both sides, but I think I know how to do that. So I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm not even getting ahead of myself. I'm going off on a way, way left field tangent. The heater in the van. So I put in an external 5-gallon. Do you guys know what drifting is? Drift cars, you know, it's kind of like Fast and Furious kind of driving. It looks fast, it's really noisy, but it's really not fast and it's really out of control. That's drifting. They're throwing the car around in weird positions, pulling a lot of weird G's, stuff like that. AJ knows. Well, I'm putting a drift tank into Desert Deb's exterior undercarriage of the van. It fits perfectly. It's a 12 by 12 by 8 tank. I'm suspending it from the bottom of the vehicle down almost 12 inches on rods that go into the body of the car or the van. It's all reinforced. It's in there now. It's amazing. And then I'm gonna run some 10 AN line down to 4 AN reducer, and I'm running a 4 AN line over to the diesel, from the diesel tank to the diesel what do you call it, fuel pump, and then another 4 AN line over to underneath the vehicle where the fuel goes into the heater itself. So the heater's mounted underneath the passenger seat in this big compartment down underneath that seat. You could put her, she bought a toilet, by the way. I put that toilet where the passenger seat was. It fits. Oh my God. If you guys get one of these vans and you want to really hide where you're putting that you can put it right where that passenger seat is, the one she got. It's amazing. Yeah, I'm blown away. That's what I would do if I were to put one in. That's where I would put it. I would hide underneath the passenger seat. Anywho's, so that drift tank has a fuel level indicator in it. The sensor itself, the little float, and it's a 0 to 90 millivolts or milliamps or something. I forget what it is, but you can measure it. And I bought a fuel level gauge, like a hot rod would have. And we're going to mount it on the wall next to the thermostat, so she'll know exactly the fuel level of that tank at all times. She doesn't have to go outside to look at it. And to put fuel into that tank, it's really odd. You have to understand the Ford Transit, the year that she has a 2019 Ford Transit. When you open the driver's side door, as you get out, right there's another door that opens up and you can put fuel into the car. Well, right underneath that, there's this big trim piece, and I'm making a door out of that. So there'll be a second door underneath that, in which you can then take a diesel nozzle and put right into the diesel receptacle, and that's where you fill up the fuel, just like you would be filling up a regular car. It's gonna be kick-ass. I'm waiting for the parts to arrive, but they're a little delayed because of, this whole whatever's going on, this whole COVID-19, year 3. Are we really going to go on year 3 with this? I think so. We are. I think I remember reading something about, what's her name? Anna's Burning Curiosity was saying that they might be going through a 3rd wave out there in her parts of the world. So stay safe if you're watching this, Anna's Burning Curiosity. Stay safe out there. Drink a lot of alcohol. Be happy. Live life. Travel. Explore. Don't stop exploring. Matter of fact, when there's a pandemic going on, that's the time to be exploring because nobody's around. Go to the middle of nowhere. Nobody's around. So the van's going really well. I'm finishing that part off, and that's it for the van for me. I'm handing it back over to Desert Deb, and she's gonna hopefully finish it off. I might, if she wants to hire me to finish off the interior parts, I can certainly help her with that. But my obligations so far have been met. Putting the heater in that's amazing. The way it's going together is really amazing. This will give me away. See? That gave me away. You know exactly where I am if you know that sound. There's only one place that's pretty much on a high alert 24/7 in Pahrump, and it's right down here at the, is it Bob Rudd? I'm at the Bob Rudd Park. This is where I first started doing my live streams. Yes, that gave me away. That caught my attention. I digress. Sorry. It is nice sitting in the X5 with nothing in front of me. No front seat. I should have done this a long time ago. What was this? Are you where the couple were arguing during your live stream? Oh, out here? I've had a lot of strange things happen to be out here. I don't know if it was here or not, but there was another interaction that I had where this guy thought I was playing a game or something. Can I come and watch? I'm like, I'm on a live stream. Sure. You want to talk to like 30 people or 15 at the time? I think it was 10. Okay, maybe I might be stretching. I think my first live streams, we had maybe four, three, okay, maybe two people on the live streams. All serious. Serious though. It was a smaller group. City Fairgrounds, yes. The park. You can see the trees. I'm right across the street from the Dairy Queen. So that's the update on the van. The X5 is I can't believe how well the front end of the X5 is right now. Thank you, CHELLE. She bought pretty much the whole suspension in the front of the X5. It's all been refreshed. All the ball joints, all the bushings, all the control arms, everything has been redone. And I set it up myself. I did all the work myself. Wow. CHELE, thank you very much. I drove this thing down here for the first time on a really good drive, and it felt great. It felt amazing. I can't wait to drive it around. I can't wait to sleep in it again, to be honest with you. I'm going to try and get that done tonight. I don't need to have the fridge in here to sleep in it. Okay, Gibby. Yes, Morgan. We're talking about Unstoppable Morgan channel. Morgan herself, the host of the channel, is a total doll. She used to have a toilet incorporated into the driver's seat. So when she needs to take a dump or pee, she would just take the cover off the seat and sit on the toilet and do her business. And then I think she had a catch tank underneath to catch all of the waste, the black water. And apparently that fell off somewhere. That's horrifying to think that. Yeesh. But yes, she did have one there. Now this would be different. This would not be like that. This is where you take the front cover off, or the seat bottom off, and you can see the seat. You open it up, and you do your business, and you close the seat, and you put the seat back on top. Where does your business go? It goes into the tank itself. It's all self-contained. It's not going outside the vehicle. So once it's full, you take it and go do your, empty the business and put it back in your vehicle. Big ordeal to have that in your vehicle. But if you have a big van like the Ford Transit Ford Transit 250s have these really big spaces underneath the seat to raise the seat up high enough so you can get a good vantage point out of the van. You're pretty high up off the floor of the van, almost like a milk crate size, and that's where I installed Desert Jeb's heater. Going in circles here. That's the update of the van. It's coming to a conclusion. I'll be doing a wrap-up video. I've been doing a lot of photography, little shorts, and whatnot. And I did have a visitor at camp. I had a visitor come to camp unannounced, just like the turtles, the tortoises. This was a tarantula. Came over and said hello. I got him on camera. We did a whole interview. He was in a hurry though. Kept on saying stuff like speedy delivery, and triggered Mr. Rogers in my. Anyway, video coming on that. It's gonna be a little short video. What else? Oh, I hooked up my action camera to my laptop as a live streaming camera. So you'll be able to see a lot more definition in my videos here soon. Better than even this camera here. So yeah, that's to come. I'll be using OBS. Yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be really cool. Things are going really well with the channel, to believe it or not. The update on the channel is it's doing really well. I stopped making videos for a little bit because I was preoccupied with the van, but as you can see, my video level has gone up a little bit, or not level, the quantity of the videos have gone up. Hopefully the quality is always going up. I did change my video transitions to a completely different set, and I'm probably gonna have to explain it to you. Some people think it's spooky, and my latest video of the RV dump / RV trailer park abandoned place, it was meant to be spooky. It's an October Halloween. That's my last video before Halloween, so I did that. Anyway, the transitions are meant to look like amateur level, like I'm using 3M masking tape kind of stuff to put film together, and that's what you're seeing pass through the viewfinder. You know what I mean? It's more manual. That's what I'm trying to do. Make it look like not just a hard cut. I'm finding hard cuts are easy to do. It's making the transitions make sense and flow with the story. I think it takes a different kind of level. It's not like Adam the Woo kind of editing. His live editing when he's not live editing, when he's doing his amusement park kind of explorers. It's quick edits. You don't need any more because you're around action all the time. When you're out in the middle of nowhere doing exploring that I'm doing, you have to liven it up a bit, or else it's a really boring video. So yeah, that's what you see me doing. I'm going back and doing it a little differently, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it because I'm using my transitions the same way I was before. It's just I'm using a kind of a different set of them, if that makes any sense. So you're not getting more transitions, you're getting the same transitions. It's just I'm using a different effect on those transitions. That was a useless bunch of information I don't think you guys will ever find helpful. I'm not reading any of these comments. What's going on here? Now wait, Morgan, okay. Glad it worked out. Not a box of turds. What? Shake Ash. I need that for my 97 Tacoma. Oh, you have a 4x4 Tacoma? The 97 one's nice too. Sweet, man. That's a sweet vehicle. Victor Debs, it's a chemical tank? Victor Debs, the tank that I bought for the van is a drift car fuel tank. It's called a fuel cell. It's a 5-gallon fuel cell. It measures 12 by 12 by 8 inches. And I'm replacing the top with a spout, a 2-inch spout, so that I can put a 2-inch tube to it, run that tube over to the filler neck, which is going to be fillable right outside the vehicle, just like you're putting gas in the car. Yeah, Zeb. Zeb's happy he was not following Unstoppable Morgan. Oh my word. Oh God. I couldn't imagine her doing that, but apparently she did it. Right onto the track. Yikers. Michael, that's Thank you for your emails, Michael. I have been getting, I did receive your last one, and I see attachments. I haven't read them yet. Abel, you're funny. I'm catching up on these. Well, I don't have to hold that. I can bring you guys closer to me here. Look at my ugly mug while I read these comments. Took passenger trays up into 74. Damn, Abel. Oh, her toilet uses chemicals. Yes, I'm sorry, Victor Debs. There's a tank down below in which you, after you do your business, when you flush, it just dumps stuff down one level to the tank below it, in which you push this lever in and it shuts it. It's gross. It's really gross. I would not use a. And no, those are disgusting. Hey, John, how you doing, man? It's been a while. I'm assuming through Shaycaster says, just like in Ukraine, flush and a 3-hole. Okay, opens in the right onto the tracks. So in this case, just dumps into a tank. That tank has a large opening in which you can open it up and dump your duty into a toilet and flush it. Ejector lever, exactly. The get the shit out of here lever. Yeah, I'm I couldn't use it. If I used it, it would be a one-time use. I would use it and flush, and like and no putting any chemicals in it. And like the next dumpster, I just dump the whole thing in and order another. There's no way I'm gonna clean up that thing like that. No, you got to clean the whole freaking tank, all those chemicals. You're gonna be smelling it the whole time. Ah, no. It just says no all over it. Sorry. Okay, so that's the van. I'm really excited about Desert Deb getting into the van. Um, she's gonna have a great time. She was just out here inspecting all the work I've been doing. She seems pretty darn happy with it. So, and she looks like she was in good spirits with it as well. So that's the update. She's happy. I'm happy, and hopefully that stuff can be set to sail. I got some videos to make, and AJ, if you're still here, I am getting ready to do some exploring in Tecopa that I think you would be very interested in. And you can bring your dogs on all these explorers that I'm going to be doing from here on out. The stuff I've been doing is around the new Tecopa area where all the hot springs are. Then I went over to, which I haven't released that video yet because I've got to get some approvals first from the almighty Wondrosity. But once I get approvals or disapprovals on that, I'll release it, depending on what the answer is. Anyway, after that area, I went out to older Tecopa, where the brewery is. Death Valley Brewing Company, that's where that's at. That's where Steaks and Beer is at. That's where the church is. That's where the post office is. It's all right there. That's where the that's where the Tecopa Railroad used to be as well. That's where it terminated into the TNT Railroad. And I'm going to be doing a whole video on that. All this other stuff coming out from that as well. It's going to be awesome. Don't walk on the tracks. I think they meant, so you don't get killed. Don't walk on the tracks. That's what I would guess. Okay. So, things are starting to clear up as far as my schedule goes. The van's getting out of my hair. I can focus on the car. I'm really liking how taking the front seat out is going to open up this area. I can work like this. I mean, I'm slouched down in my chair. I mean, this is the headrest for the back seat. This is what folds down usually and makes my bed. So when I'm done in the office, crawl to the side, let this down, and my bed's ready. I'm going to make my bed out of foam so there's no blowing anything up or getting a flat in my mattress like this thing. That's what I'm sitting on right now. It's an air mattress. But, so Victor Debs sent me some gas money. Thank you very much, Victor Debs. And that gas money is going to go towards my next couple of trips. And my trips are starting to look like this. Going out towards Trona, or going to Trona. Excuse me. Tecopa first. Got to finish that off. That's probably 3 or 4 days of exploring and videos. That means a ton of videos. Railroad related, mining related, old mining related stuff, and how that ties into that whole area in Shoshone. It's not Shoshone, people. It's Shoshone. Shoshone. 3 syllables. Shoshone. I hear people say Shoshone, and it's Shoshone. I thought I'd clear this up. I don't know why. I heard someone say it on a video, I think somewhere. I'm like, no, that's not right. I think they were at Shoshone gassing up. Anyway, I forget. Anywho, thank you, and that's where that's going. But it's going towards Trona, the route, gas money, Victor Debs, going towards this route, going out towards Trona after I finish up with Tacopa, from Trona over to Edwards Air Force Base to do a video out there. Probably still photography, but video definitely out towards there. I want to see if I can try and find where the spaceport is and visit that and take video out there, just to say I was there. I'm not sure if I can even do video out there. I'm going to try. It's a, X on my map that I haven't gone to. And I'm going to start working my way down towards Quartzsite and spend some time in Quartzsite and see if I can meet up with Glamper Jan, who I met out there last year, I believe. Was it last year? I think it was last year. I met up with her out there. It'd be really fun to see all those people again. And share some of my stories and travels and listen to other people's stories of travel and their adventures. It's cool because you're in a group of people where everyone's talking about the same. You're all talking shop. It's really kind of neat. I miss it. I miss that kind of communication. I don't have that camaraderie anymore because I'm not going into a work spot and talking with people about my work. Like you guys get to do. There's nobody where I go. There's nobody around. Well, the sky is terrible today. Very overcast, like gray. Where are we at in charge? How? How is it 24%? Okay, I don't know what's up with this charger. It doesn't stay on. I don't know why. It's obviously on now, right? It says 100%, but my stinking camera is down to 24%, my phone, and that's no bueno. So I have to take, I was hoping I can just leave this battery here thinking I would be about 75% charged, and it's not. Victor Debs, thank you for your donation. More is welcome for gas money. I need to try and work up a budget to get down to Quartzsite is kind of where I'm going. Going up to the Grand Tetons to retrace a possible shortcut hike that Brian Laundrie would have taken. It's not an 8-hour hike, people. It's a 4-hour hike from Coulter Bay to where they were camped. Okay, and just do the hike view from that spot. Do the hike, and it's 4 hours. If you're a slowpoke, if you're double timing it, man, it's 2 hours away. It's watching Star Wars one time. I don't know why I just said that. I think it's because the first Star Wars is roughly about 2 hours. And well, I can see walking fast for 2 hours and watching Star Wars. At the end of that, you're at Coulter Bay. It's not far. It's 2 hours away. And you can walk that at night. So I got the battery tied up here in a knot. So I can walk with this now because it's about 10 feet long, this battery cable or this charging cable. Let me turn the camera around. Let's see what the hell's going on. Gotta take a look at the off there. I don't know. It almost looks like, no, that's just junk underneath. That's Death Valley Brewing Company. Of course, is the Duo Finds, Shannon and Matt. My favorite riders, sunglasses. One of my favorite national parks. There's Death Valley National Park. Been to Joshua Tree as well. I didn't get one when I was over at Zion, but I have to get one next time I'm out there. It's doing well, the X5. This is the park. It's doing great. I love that thing. EFX5 does great. I'm gonna sit right here at this doorway. Hopefully no one's here. Okay. No, don't rotate device, please. Thank you very much. Don't need to do that right now. I guess I do need more cable now. Some people across the way from me if you hear voices. It's not your imagination. I think we got about 40 bucks in fuel right now, so it's doing well. Got a ton of videos on the way. I think this Wednesday's video is going to be a video about Tecopa Heights, which is the older part of Tecopa. I think that's where more the miners would have been camping, in that general area, closer to where the trading post was, which is the Tecopa Brewing Company now. So, excuse me, Death Valley Brewing Company. Excuse me, pardon me. Tecopa Brewing Company is over near Delights, I believe. Death Valley Brewing Company, which is by far better, if you ask me, is over at the older part of Tecopa. A lot of mining and railroad history right there in Tecopa, old Tecopa. And then there used to be a place right next to where Delights is, you know, that whole hot spring area. A place called Zabriskie Siding. Did you guys even know that? That was even closer to where Tecopa is today. So that just blows my mind. It's amazing stuff. The whole area is just filled with history that not a lot of people know about. But I'm doing little videos of that in that area. It's really fun. People are really nice in Tecopa. Let's see here. Yes, but donations are being accepted and looked for and sought after for funding of fuel going into Trona, out into Edwards, and then down into Quartzsite, and then circling back up again and back to home base when it starts warming up. So that's the start of the next quarter's trip, and I'm kind of focused on that right now, but things are really changing as far as my focus goes on this channel, and it's getting back to my roots and traveling and seeing cool stuff like I have been doing. I just took a break for this van, and it's done, and I'm ready to start motoring. But just from the activity recently, in my Tecopa videos, I'm getting back on track. I'm really happy about that. So thanks for everyone's comments and encouragement. It's helped. It really has. Where are we at with the comments? I'm falling behind. I'm jabbering. Sooner JH Travels. How you doing, John? Hey AJ, are you not using your action camera anymore? Are you using your cell phone to do your videos? I see you got a new camera, new cell phone camera. Oh, Toby says hi. Hi, Toby. I miss your dogs. She has AJ has the warmest dogs, and her black lab. Um, Tucker is just this big, heavy teddy bear. He really balances off Toby, who's this big ball of energy. And it's really interesting to see the dynamic between the two. It's really, really interesting. Sooner, JH Travels, thank you for the fuel money. I really do appreciate that. And anyone who's sending in, I can't see those right now because I'm on this live stream, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. It fuels my passion and the videos that come out. And I don't know, I think I've been getting kind of creative with my video editing. I'm starting to be less in my videos and more in being the editor. The thing I hate to do the most, I complain about the most. But I'm finding that you guys are enjoying what I'm doing in editing, so I'm trying to tell a story, and yeah, you'll see that come out. Yes, please hit the like button if you guys don't mind. Leave comments as much as possible. If you're watching this on replay, leave comments, please. Not necessarily in the live chat, can't really do that. I guess they'd be inserted in, but if you left comments, I do read those too. You forced me to invoice a sideshow. We got disconnected there, folks. I got too close to this wall. I turned the camera around. Where are we at here? 26%. Yeah, we're low on signal because I'm around the corner. I'm gonna go back to the office. It's good having you guys along today. That's where all the strip mall is. That's the Walmart. That's the Albertsons. That's everything. Fast food, you name it. It's right there. Just like that, I'm back in an office. It's kind of nice, you know. Instead of crawling up and hunching over in the back, you know, sitting cross in the back, doing editing. I think maybe I was hating more and more because I was doing it in that position for such a long time. I mean, I could do this for hours here. Just what I do is I have a piece of really thin plywood that I use, and that's what sits the laptop on. And I have a little spot off to the side, just wide enough so I can use a mouse. Or I've experimented with this too. The fridge will be right in front of me. I can actually put the the laptop on top of the fridge and use this external keyboard that I believe Abel sent to me, as well as the wireless mouse that I have, and just use that as I'm looking at the monitor on top of the fridge. So yeah, all kinds of cool stuff. What else can I tell you guys? I'm looking to raise funds also to buy some materials for the top of the car. The solar panels need to be extended by about an inch on each side, so I'm going to buy some 1 inch or inch and a quarter, I think is inch and a half or something like that, square tubing, aluminum tubing from Home Depot. And I'm going to cut off the right length and bolt that to the side of the solar panels when they're extended. That'll give me enough extension out that I can just make really simple straight brackets out from my existing points in the X5 to suspend the solar panels on top of the car. Done and done. I think I'm looking at about a $200 budget for that. But I'm starting to collect for that too. It's not looking good right now, but it's about 200 bucks. That's as cheap as I can make. Unless I could put wood up there, but wood will rot and get waterlogged. So, nah. Work in progress. Always. The X5. I don't need to put that up there. I can always fold it up and put it inside here. Especially with the fridge going in the front seat. I am Pahrump. I'm in my home base. Everyone knows this. I use Pahrump as a home base. They have everything here as far as supplies go. Everything I could possibly need. I've got my mail forwarding service here. That's my current address in my description below. If you'd like to send me anything, you can do that to the address below. That goes to a mail forwarding service. Once my mail arrives there and I'm not in town, I can call up or mail in or schedule with them to forward it to different addresses. That's what the mail forwarding service is. It is not a P.O. box. It's an address. Anyway, that's what that's all about. The snake room. Do you guys know what that is? Who knows what the snake room is, or the snake pit room is? I'm doing a video on that. Tacoma. It's an old bar the miners used to go to. They didn't sell whiskey there, and they didn't sell water. They sold beer, and they didn't sell whiskey for a good reason, apparently. So, they were smart. Anywho's, that's coming up. I'm thinking ahead here. I'm thinking of some videos coming out after Tacoma Heights. Tacoma Heights is a rundown area of town. It's not really run down, but it's an older part of town. And there's some just stuff left out in the middle of these lots. I just kind of filmed it, and that's Wednesday's video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Trips. Trina. Edwards. I'm pleased to hear that the plane wreckage that's out there near Edwards Air Force Base is not on the Air Force Base. If that's the case, I'm going to go out there and do some video of it. What is this? When am I going to be in Quartzsite? Was it end of January? I forgot when Glamper Jan told me to be out there. It's when they have that rubber stamp rendezvous. Rubber stamp rendezvous, I think is what it's called. I'm gonna be there for that. RTR, yes. Rubber tramp? I don't know. RTR. Thank you. B-58. The Hustler. The RTR, yes, CHELE. Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. Thank you. Jeez. Let's name it something that Larry will never remember, because I've been talking about this RTR for a long time. I had a great time out there. I think next time I will do a lot more like snooping around town and see what's around that area. I think Wonder Hussy goes to it. She goes to the nude part of it. They have a RTR nude area. Since I took the front seat out, I find all this trash. Like what? This little rubber band. This little. What the heck? Where'd that come from? I have no idea where that came from. This car is dirty. It's been abandoned for a little bit because I've been working on the van, but I'm glad that I'm busy working on it now. It's going to be fun. But I do need to raise some funds for this stuff. If you guys would like to help with that, that would be very appreciative. Um, it will be going in the credit for the next couple of videos, as far as these people contributed to fuel for this trip and these people contributed to hardware for this trip, you know, for the solar, stuff like that. That will be going on. Um, what else? Yeah, Victor Debs, you're going to be in there. I do have a Patreon account if you'd like to join Patreon. I've been informed of a new platform, not really new, but new to me, OnlyFans. Have you guys heard of that? Um, I've been told that it might be something I could use for stuff that I can't record on YouTube, which is a lot. I can't put a lot on YouTube. But there are things that I have that I wish I could show you guys that I can't because I have to put on YouTube to broadcast into Patreon. But if I had OnlyFans, I could do whatever the frick I want and show it to whoever I need, and it's a subscription base as well. So I have to figure this out. I think CHELLE was telling me a little bit about it, and I've had some other people tell me about it as well. So I have to check it out. How you guys doing? How's everyone doing tonight? Oh, feels good to be back in the X5, I'm telling you. I feel relieved. It's interesting. I'm not in someone else's vehicle. I guess I wasn't like that, I guess. Based in the UK. I'm hungry too, Victor Debs. Oh, Shakecasters, thank you for throwing me 40 in PayPal. Thank you very much, sir. I really do appreciate that. You guys are awesome. You all are awesome. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. I've been trying to keep up. Anyway, that's it for now, I think. Been about an hour. Are you guys okay with this one? Oh, by the way, the update on this doing live stream once a month, it's working with me. It gives me time to think about things I want to put on the live stream. It gives me time to do what I need to do to keep the channel alive, doing content and editing. And it gives me time to breathe. Doing live streams on the cuff, unannounced all the time, I didn't realize was a big deal. And it gives me a lot of time now. So I can be a little more creative. So it's working on my end. Hopefully it's working on yours. Well, the thing is, the I have with YouTube is how restrictive it needs to be. Let's say I have a really like a cuss out session, and at the end it's a funny joke. I can't show something like that on YouTube. Well, I guess I could. It'd just be completely demonetized and would make no sense on my channel. But if I had an outlet where I can, let's say if I had OnlyFans, I could make my own content and not have to be under the restrictions of a YouTube uh, video. You know what I mean? So if you're a staunch fan of, you know, EFX5, you want to see more artsy kind of videos where I'm just completely unleashed, then that's where you would see those on that side, where it's a paid subscription deal. And from that, you get more artsy content. I can't do that on Patreon because Patreon is just a place where they collect money and give it to you, and you have to put the video that you are trying to do. Let's say you put the police video, a police song in your video. you immediately get nailed for it when you upload it. The algorithm reads it and listens to it, basically. It reads the data and sees the pattern of a police song. And bing, it turns off. So you can only show so much. Not so much on OnlyFans. So, I have to check all this stuff out. I'm just kind of assuming a lot here, but it sounds like you have a lot more creative freedom over there. Not so much on YouTube. Shaycasters, I love PayPal. Goes directly to my bank, basically. They're kind of hooked up. So it works really well. Thank you very much. I do appreciate your contributions through PayPal. What's really hard is through Super Chat. Once it goes into Super Chat, I don't see those donations until the next month or the next pay period, which is every 30 days. So it could take up to 45 days to get a payment from that. And they take a big chunk out of it too. PayPal doesn't take as much. They take some, but they don't take as much. They're not as greedy. Am I near Sonic? I am near Sonic. You? I'm near Sonic. Yes, I am. Shaycaster asks, the way you can get a little. Is there a way before you go to camp? I got plenty at camp. Don't worry about me. Are you really going to have some wine without me? Really? Abel, how do you turn that on? I know that AJ has it turned on. I don't know how to turn that. I thought it was ready to go, the debit and credit card, but I guess it's not. I'll have to check into that. You polished off that bottle, CHELLE? Okay, well, I'll just have to bring a bottle next time, I guess. I'll have a fridge. I can keep it chilled if it needs to be chilled. If not, then it'll be a nice room temperature, like Merlot's. Shiraz. I like Pinot Noir. I like those. I like Duckhorn. I like nice wine, Napa wine. I drink beer. I drink wine. I drink hard alcohol. I drink them all, except I don't drink much at all of any of them anymore. So do not know. I dropped PayPal after it just. Okay, Abel. I'll try and figure it out. I've been meaning to try and speak with AJ about that, but she's been a little elusive with me right now. Not on purpose, but because her schedule, she's traveling a lot. Um, I don't know how to turn that on. I looked at it at one point going, what the heck? Um, I didn't know you couldn't do that. So, or you had to turn it on. So I'll have to look at that. What's that, Abel? $650 worth of what? You're dusting up $650 worth of dollars or what? What are you talking about? Um, okay, guys. I'm gonna call it a night. I got to get back to camp, and I gotta get some food. I just filled up with water. What did I need? I needed a list. The thing is, I can't look at my list. PayPal took you for that much. I got you. Not had a problem with PayPal and yet. Not that I won't. Yeah, I need to access my list, which is on the phone. I usually write stuff on my phone. It's a Note 8, so I can just write. All donations are accepted. We're looking for donations. Thank you, everyone. Hopefully you like my new office. This is the X5. You guys know it well. Thanks for joining me. Thank you, moderators. You guys are doing a great job. Thank you very much. What's this? The Havasu has a great blueberry beer. Check it out. Okay. Thank you for your support, Victor Debs. I do appreciate you and everyone, and CHELLA, and Zeb, and everyone else, all of the moderators, all the followers. Video coming out this Wednesday, and hopefully a short or two after that. Yeah, on the way out, no problem. If you hit the like button or the not like button, I don't care. Hit one of them. Oh, take care, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Eminence from X5 on Larry Word. Out. Oh, you know what? Still doesn't work that way here because you're still live streaming, Larry. Yeah. Here we go again. Okay. So we hit the X button. Okay. Because why did you hit the X button? Because it's hard to hit that little X button in the corner. Well, it's hard to hit because they don't want you to stop streaming, see? They don't want you to accidentally hit the X button, see? So when you do hit it, they want to make sure you meant to do this. So they say, are you sure you want to stop streaming? It's the question. I don't like the question. They just say, are you sure?